Hello everyone, welcome to another session on idioms. I am your tutor and today we will learn 10 more idioms. Well, these idioms are on weather. If it sounds new to you, let me help you. Well, this will contain climatic terms like rain, wind, cloud, water and so on. So without further ado, let's begin. First up, we have raining cats and dogs. It refers to storm with heavy rains. If it is raining cats and dogs, it is usually raining too hard or unbelievably hard. Well, it's a combination of storm, wild winds and heavy rain. If it's raining cats and dogs, there is a heavy downpour outside. It's bucket pouring. Next up, we have face like thunder. What comes to your mind when you hear thunder? Well, thunder never brings positive vibes. On the contrary, it is full of rage. So this idiom is generally used for a person who is extremely angry. Well, another word for this, or I can say another idiom for this idiom is black mood, which means a person who is very angry. Also in the example, it says, he burst into the room with a face like thunder. So here, face like thunder means a person who is extremely angry. Next up, we have chase rainbow, which means try to achieve something impossible. For example, he thought he could convince the boss to appoint him as the new manager, but in fact, he was chasing rainbows. Well, it is used when someone tries to pursue unrealistic or fanciful goals, things that are impossible. Either person is too innocent to understand or a big fool to comprehend it. Next up, we have storm in a teacup, which means great outrage or excitement about a trivial matter. For example, you're making a storm in a teacup over this. It's just a tiny scratch on the car. It's actually a disproportionate reaction of anger, concern or displeasure over something not so important. Well, next up we have lightning fast, meaning being very fast. For example, his kicks were lightning fast, or my brother has a lightning fast wit. The man in the picture does not need any introduction. He is a synonym for lightning fast. Well, a person who is incredibly fast or too fast to keep up with is lightning fast. Next up, we have head in the clouds, meaning have unrealistic or impractical ideas. For example, she walks around all day with her head in the cloud. She must be in love. A person who is very impractical, aloof or fanciful, often to the point of being very unhelpful or counterproductive. So this idiom is used for these kind of personalities who have unrealistic and impractical ideas. So next up, we have snowed under. Snowed under means having too much work to do. He's very busy or overwhelmed with something, then he's snowed under. For example, Kate's not coming tonight because she is snowed under with research for her thesis. Well, this image evokes the images of being buried under an avalanche. So now you can relate to snowed under with this picture. Next up, we have under the weather. It means feeling unwell or lacking energy. If a person is slightly in low spirits, then we use this idiom under the weather. For example, she was sufficiently under the weather to have to pull out of the championship. So here it means that a person is confined to bed, or if a person is very ill, then we use this idiom, that is under the weather. Next up, we have in the fog. It has two meanings. First is not fully aware or alert, and second is confused. It also means having one's attention clouded with something. Like for example, I always feel like I'm in a fog when I take that medication. It's like it's hard for me to think. So she is totally confused. Also, it means that we are, or a person who is in a fog is in a haze. Next up, we have a fair weather friend. Well, it means a person whose friendship cannot be relied on in times of difficulty. Someone who remains a friend on when things are going well but abandons other during times of trouble or difficulty. Well, I've got a beautiful picture to explain it, but just see the example first. The example says, I had a strong friendship, but I learned she was just another fair weather friend when she stopped talking to me after my divorce. So the picture I have is this. Here, two girls are talking, and when one girl has a lot of money, the other one is flattering her, fawning her. She's saying, oh, now you look amazing. Long time no see. Call me anytime, whenever you need. And when that girl fell sick and called her friend, what she said? She said that, too bad, I'm too busy right now. She's having a holiday, a great holiday. She is having a holiday time, and she's saying to her friend that she is busy. So these friends are fair weather friends. So that's all from my side. I hope you enjoyed this session. If you really think this video is helpful for you, please give us a like. Thank you so much.